back here. I don't know why I didn't put it on me to start with. Let me straighten it. Y'all know how I am. Oh, no. Okay, this is Monday. I'm starting to feel a little better. I have done nothing today. I got up at 11 something and ate my breakfast, took my medicine, and started cleaning up, and that's all I've done. Now, when I show you the house, it ain't gonna look like I've done any cleaning. I've worked on dishes. I'm a slow worker than anybody else in the world when it comes to cleaning because I despise it. So, anyway. But I've done clothes, folded them up and put them up and hung them up, and I put clothes on the wash, put clothes on the dry, and what else? Did dishes. Now, as far as straightening up, no, it's still a mess in the living room. I'll show y'all. See? Furniture askew. Can I ask y'all something? Does any of y'all's husbands askew y'all's furniture? Or do they leave it alone and let it sit still in the place that you have put it? Yes, I put my furniture, but look at it. See how that chair's pointing to the fireplace? This end table's over here. Coffee table's cluttered with stuff. Boxes all around. I can't keep it straight and clean because of the way my husband and my daughter does. I would have a spick and span house if it wasn't for them, trust me. My life would be totally different. Run totally different if it wasn't for them. Alright, Sherry, get off of it. That's enough of that. Okay, a lot has been going on and happened around here. I will show y'all. We still got Bailey and Cody and Bubba's gifts over here to give them. 2 more of Elizabeth's fish have died, so now she started out with 7, and then the 2 ghost shrimp died, and then 2 more. Remember the big one that was kind of white and black, and she called it Dalmatian? It died. It was one of the ones that died. I don't remember what the other one looked like. So now she's only got 3 left, and they're all 3 little bitty ones. Do y'all see down there? Okay, that one, and it's going towards that little one right there. And then the other little one was over here somewhere, right there. He's the little bittiest one, I think. So that's all she has left. And I'm wondering how long they gonna last. Alright, to show y'all what they've been a-doing in here. Yes, this table's still cluttered with boxes. But it's not as many boxes as it was, as y'all can see. And I'm sorry if I'm moving it fast. Okay. They've been doing that right there. So they've been hanging stuff up on the wall even before they get the wall, the carpentry work in the room finished. That whole wall over there's got to be done. And now that they're hanging stuff up, it'll never get finished in here. But yeah, he's hung his shelf up with his collection of cars and Coke stuff. So there you go. Okay, that's not all. He hung a bag in there. Okay. And I've got dishes draining over here on towels. This is what the counters look like over here. He's got meat thawing out for supper. I'm working on the dishes and getting there. All this is piled up drying. Got some bowls soaking, and this is what's left. And, oh, I see they hung my clock up. Even though it don't have a battery in it and don't run. It'll probably never have a battery in it and never run. Anyway, y'all see my little cute mouse pot holder? I don't like to use it, I just like to keep it hanging up. Ain't that so cute? I love it. I love it because it's patchwork and all different kind of colors. And cute, 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 cute. Okay, let me show y'all what else they've been a-doing. They have hung Or they have set those two whatnots up that they unpacked out of boxes. That's like a mother and a child. Or I suppose it can be a father and a child. And that's a mother and two children right there. I know it's kind of dark over here. I don't have any lights on in here. I love stuff like this. It's dark. I want you to see it. See there? I think the mother may be supposed to be holding a baby. Can't really see it that well. But maybe there's supposed to be a baby in her arms. I think I have another one somewhere. But I don't know where. Okay. This is what else they've been doing. Almost all the way down to the end. Okay, my light dimmed. Let me fix that. Now, I'm going to aim it and I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to tell y'all who everybody is. Okay, that's the vent. So the pictures start here. That is Elizabeth when she was a baby. That's Elizabeth. That's Katie. That's Elizabeth. That's Elizabeth and Katie. And I'm sorry, I can't hold the camera still holding it up like this. Okay, that's all of us. That's our last family picture we took together. That was in Tennessee. I can't keep it still, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, that's Katie. That's me and Albert. There's Junior. They've not hung Butch up yet. Now, these are all Katie, I think. These are like vintage, old-timey pictures. Well, she was dressed up that way and using stuff like that. Props and such that they had. And now it's not going to focus. And I'm sorry about it moving and wiggling. I can't hold it still. Oh, my arms is hurting. My neck is hurting. Okay, there's both girls there. That's our family picture when they were younger. Okay. That's Albert's mom and daddy and Albert when he was young. And that's Albert and the girls. And that's another one of our younger family pictures. Another younger family picture. That's Albert's Granny Spillman, his daddy's mama. That's our family Spillman, our family picture in Tennessee in the gazebo. We're all holding or peeking around the pose. I don't know how good y'all are seeing these. That's Albert when he was a little boy. I can't believe he hung that up. Okay, now that's his grandma and grandpa. Robertson, it's mama's mom and daddy, and it's on a piece of wood that's cut out like the state of Louisiana. That's Benny when he was a lot younger. That's Elizabeth. And that, it won't focus, but I think that's Katie. Come on, be still. Yeah. And then that, where's it at? That's Elizabeth. And that's all of them. Okay. Whew, I'm tired and I'm hurting. Alright guys, toodaloo until another clip. Okay. I've got 3 things that I've got to do in today's vlog today for Angela, who is, she has 2 different channels. Steve Angela 5 is one of them, and another one is, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, I think it's Chems, C-H-E-M-S, something like that, and then it has a 2, the number 2, and then it spells out the word 3. Chems 23. we have been writing email letters back and forth, or kind of messages off of Facebook or whatever. And I've been answering her, and I promised her that I would tell her 2 stories and show her something in today's vlog. Okay. Number 1, the showing her something. She wants to see how long my hair is. She says her hair is down to her ankles. And I have long hair, and I always thought that mine and my sister's hair was the longest hair, you know, that anybody had. Except for maybe Cher, you know, at one time or another she had long hair, I think. No, maybe it's not her. Maybe it was the other girl. One of the singers that has really Crystal somebody, y'all probably know who I'm talking about, has really, really long hair. And then one time in one of the Enquirer papers, my mama used to be addicted to them things, Choir and Star and all that. And I don't really know if any of that stuff's true or not, but it showed a lady, and she was standing up on like a big high platform. She was standing up there, her hair was all down, and it even went past the platform onto the other bottom floor and curled up on the floor, showing how long her hair was. Other than that, I always thought mine and my sister's hairs was the longest. Now, I am in my PJs. That is how I stay in my home. When I'm at home, I don't have to go nowhere. I am most comfortablest like that. So, everybody excuse me, and if you don't like it and if it offends you, I am so sorry. So, turn around. I'm going to back up. This still may not work. I'm going to turn sideways or either backwards. Let me walk away. Now, I have it in a clamp right now. See there? And I'm always doing this. Can y'all see where the end of it? It goes past my behind. I don't know if y'all can still see me. Where am I at? I can't see myself. Do y'all see me? There I am. Okay, I'm going to take my hair down. It goes past my behind. Can you see it? I don't think you can. I said, I don't know if y'all can see me. I can't see myself, y'all. Y'all probably laughing away at me. I don't care. Laughter's good medicine. Do you see? So if I didn't pick it up, I'd sit on it when I sit down. And I'm not sure y'all seen that, so let's go in here to the living room to my mirror. Or maybe this mirror, but I gotta turn the light on. Yeah, that'll work. Let me turn this light on. And I know it needs washing right now. Alright, come on, Sherry. Right there. See? Now, my sister Angela, Becca JB, hers is probably longer than this because she puts her hair up all the time. You know, she wears it up to church, she wears it up to town, wears it up at her house, I think. I don't. I can't do that. I've never been good at putting my hair up. I just brush it and clamp it back or leave it hanging like this. So, if you can talk to her, get her to show you her hair maybe in a video. By the way, she has, I don't know if you know yet, I know that my first letter reply didn't get back to you. I had to send it again. She has asked you to befriend her on Facebook. I don't know if you've got that yet or not and done that. The Baker JB has. So if you wouldn't mind, check on that and friend her on Facebook, and you can start writing her. She said she would love to write with you and chat with you. Okay, for the stories. What were the stories? Okay, the first story she asked about was how I got on YouTube. When I got on YouTube, how long I've had an account. Let me get my camera straight and how I'm straight. How... This aggravates basement getting middle in the middle of your screen. Okay. Alright. So, back in Mississippi, alright, when we moved to Tennessee from Mississippi, we lived in Tennessee 5 years. We moved to Tennessee 2009. We moved away from Tennessee 2014. 5 years, okay? Okay. Now, back in Mississippi, I knew about YouTube. I had heard about it, but not totally all the way. Because the way I heard about it, I heard of cute little videos. Like, I remember one time I walked in to see my mama. She lived with my sister in their house. My nephews were there, and my nephew's wife was there. And she had seen a funny video on YouTube. And she had asked us about it. She said, oh, have y'all seen that video on YouTube? And started telling us about it. Then she got on my mama's computer and she pulled it up and showed it to us. And I think it was a little bitty baby boy in a church service that was preaching away. He couldn't talk, no mind you, just baby jabber. But he had left his parents from the church pew, walked up to the rostrum. The preacher was up there preaching, but he reached up for the mic. The preacher gave him the mic, and he walked back and forth on that rostrum, and he preached away in his baby talk that nobody knew anything of what he was saying. And he would point his finger, and he would say it loud. He would sound like the preacher. He would go, ha, you know how they do when they preach and get out of breath, and ha. He was doing all of that, and everybody in the not auditorium, I know it's not called an auditorium, what is it called, where everybody sits out on the pews? They were praising the Lord. Y'all, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. Up inside, looks like something's in there. Sorry. But they were praising and clapping, and some of them were speaking in tongues. That little baby was anointed, let me tell y'all. Anyway, that was the video she showed us. So, that's all I knew about YouTube. It was just some place that people put up cute little, random cute little videos that you could watch. I didn't know that it was actual. To do that, you had to have a channel on it, and when you had a channel, you could put up videos all the time, regular, all kind, about anything, blah, 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 whatever, and do all this crafting and do all this vlogging. Knew nothing about any of that. Okay, so then we moved to Tennessee, alright? And my oldest daughter, Elizabeth, the one that lives here at home, she wanted to start getting ties. And to me, only men should wear ties. Women should not wear ties. But it's a thing, or it used to be, a fashion, a phase, whatever that they went through. It may still be out there, I don't know. But my daughter wanted to wear ties, and she didn't know how to tie them, and she wanted to learn how to wear ties. So she pulled up on YouTube, and this was before, I didn't know anything about it, but she pulled up on YouTube on how to learn how to tie ties, and she watched them, and she learned how, or she was trying to learn how. I had that big mirror hanging up in our living room, so she left her room, I guess after watching the videos, and she came into the living room, and at this time I had my desk in the living room. I had a craft corner in the living room before I even had a craft room. And she came in the living room, and she was standing there at the mirror, and she was trying to tie, and I just looked up at her. And so I said, what are you doing? And so she told me, I'm trying to learn how to tie a tie. And I said, well, where did you find out how to tie a tie? And she said, on YouTube. She said, you can find out anything, learn anything on YouTube that you want to learn how to do. And when she said those words, I said, huh. So, at that point in time, I was wanting, I knew a little bit of how to crochet, and my oldest sister Charlotte had taught me a little bit on how to crochet when I was a teenager, but it didn't stick because I didn't keep with it and keep doing it. Light went dim again. I know y'all don't see that. I realize that because I've watched it on a video where I would reach up and say my light dimmed, and it didn't look like it dimmed to me at all. But it bugs me. I need it to be bright on here as I'm looking at it, because as y'all know, I look at my screen. I do not look at the camera, which is y'all. I'm sorry. I cannot make myself look at y'all. Anyway, I know. I'm retarded. Anyway, shut up, Becca. You don't get to call me retarded, only me. Anyway. I wish my nose would stop itching. So, I was wanting to learn how to crochet again and get back into it and try to help myself stick with it and stay with it. So when she said that about YouTube, and this is my first finger, y'all, okay? I didn't want y'all to think that. Anyway, so it stuck in my head, and I said, learn anything you want to on YouTube. And I said, okay. I didn't say that out loud to her. I was thinking it. So, the next chance I had, I got on YouTube. And I put in the search bar, and I searched how to crochet. And a whole slew of videos come up about crocheting. So I sat there and started watching them. And they were tutorials, and they were for beginners, and they showed you how to do this and how to do that. So that's how I learned and taught myself how to crochet, and I've gotten back into it. I still don't know a whole lot about it, but I know more than I ever did. So after crochet, in watching crochet videos, other crafting videos would pop up. So the name of the video and the picture that it was showing would catch my interest, and I would want to watch it to see what it was about. So I clicked on it and watched it. And I seen that it was crafting tutorials, other crafting, like scrapbooking and paper crafting and card making. And I sat there and I watched them and I said, this is very interesting, fun. Now, I called myself a crafter all my life, but I never done anything like that kind of stuff they were showing. These women, not young teenagers and kids, but these women that made these beautiful cards and did this beautiful scrapbooking stuff and made other things and was altering this and altering that and altering everything. Things you found in your room, in your home, in your, toilet paper rolls. And I was just shocked and surprised. Because what I done, I consider childish, basically, mostly. But anyway. So I said, I want to do this. So I just started watching videos all the time, okay? And then, after watching all these crafting videos, other videos would pop up. Y'all know how that happens. You see the name, you see the picture, it catches your interest, you want to watch it and see what it's about. So somehow or another, I started coming across the vlogging videos. The vloggers out there that vlogs. The first ones that I seen, there was two, okay? But I don't know between the two which one of them was actually first. There was a young girl, and her name is Kate. And she's got a different name, a different channel now, but back then, what did her channel used to be? I can't remember what her channel used to be, but right now it's Kate in Real Life is the name of her channel. But she was a vlogger, and I started watching her vlogs, and I loved it. The other one was the Shaytards. I think they're the most popular, famous vlogging family out there on YouTube. I fell in love with them. It was when he was a big fat man, and he's went on a diet, and he's exercised, and he has lost a lot of weight, and he's a little man now. And to be honest, you can go watch one of his older ones when he's a big and fat man, and you can go watch one of the current ones, the younger ones, skinny man, and you think it's two different people, but yet you know he's the same person. It's kind of weird and odd, but neat too. And I love it. He's funny. He played the first video I seen of him. He was throwing his baby daughter, which was Baby Tart at the time, and Baby Tart is older now and in school, and he has 2 other babies after her. And so he's got 5 kids. And so anyway, but he was throwing her up in the air and letting her land on the bed, and she was laughing and giggling, and I was loving that. And it dimmed again. Anyway, so I started watching him. And as I watched them, I started learning and finding out about the vlogging. And so I got to thinking, I would love to do this. I would love to vlog, And then I got to thinking, well, I want to do the crafting, and I would love to show my crafts on here too. So then I got to thinking I could do it together, So then I said, I want to start a channel. So I checked out YouTube, I searched all over it, looked all around, and I learned and found out how to make me a channel. I made me a channel, got it started going up, you know, just a channel, but I hadn't made any videos and put them up yet. And I think it was 2011 that I started my channel, made my channel and named it. So as I had my channel, I kept looking, watching other videos, but then I was able to subscribe to the Shaytards and to Kate and all the others that I found that I loved, and all the crafters that I found that I loved. I could subscribe to them then and go in there to the settings and set it where every day when they put up a video, it would come to my email box, and then I just check my email and open it up and watch their video. So I did that for a while. It was 2011 when I started my channel. 2012, I did not put up a video myself until 2012. So that's when I put up my first video. And I introduced myself. I was just sitting there telling everybody who I was and how old I was, and my birthday, and where we lived, and all my family members, and what jobs we had, and blah, 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 blah. I like to introduce myself that way. And from then on out, I started vlogging and showing my crafting stuff. But I didn't really dedicate myself to it to every day and very often right at first, just a little bit. And so then I had kind of slacked. And it kind of had been a little bit, I don't know how long, days, weeks, what, that I hadn't made a video. And lo and behold, I get an email from my sister, Becca. And she's inviting me to subscribe to her YouTube channel. And I go, what? And that right there totally shocked me. I didn't think she would ever do anything like that. So I watched her video that she put up. I said, oh my God. See, I had not told any of my family. I'm kind of a private person in a way. I didn't want my family to know that I had a video channel on YouTube and that I was making videos and putting them up. I didn't want them to know how I act real silly and put myself out there for everybody. I know I'm crazy. But anyway, I had to make myself in it. I had to talk myself into it and make myself get over that. Because I knew I had to, her being my sister, and she sent me that. Lord help if I didn't subscribe to her channel. You know how that goes, family. I had to subscribe to her, but then I knew, oh Lord, if I subscribe to her, she's going to know about my channel. I got to let her know about my channel. Oh Lord. So I got over it and I did it. I subscribed to her and I told her I have one too. I got mine before you. Ha ha ha. So anyway, and then she subscribed to mine, and so here we are. We're both, can't say vlogging. I'm vlogging and crafting. She's just crafting, basically. She has showed some little videos, but she's not a dedicated vlogger. And Becca, even Angel, tell her, Angel, she needs to vlog. She wants you to vlog, Becca. She thinks you would be a very good vlogger. So anyway, that's how I got on YouTube. I continued to vlog. You know, I started vlogging more. I really dedicated myself to it every day then after Becca started hers. And so I vlog and I craft on YouTube. Continued all in Tennessee. Now here we've moved to Louisiana and I'm still doing it. And yes, some people out there can set it some way, somehow. I've not found out. I've heard about it to where they're actually, I call it, and when I ask, because I have asked other vloggers about it, I have said, you know, how can I make money from YouTube? They'll say, you don't make money from YouTube. That's, they get a check from YouTube that automatically comes to their account somehow through PayPal. See, I don't have a checking account. I don't have PayPal. I have to have all that to do this. I want to do it so bad, but I don't know how to get out there and get it done. I don't have the money to open up a checking account to be able to get a PayPal to do this. Blah, 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 blah. So there you go. But one of these days, I'm going to be making money from this YouTube channel, vlogging and crafting. Okay, do y'all hear me? You got it? That's what I'm going to be doing. Thank you. Anybody want to help me? I need help. I really need to understand how to do it. I mean, can I actually, is there a setting in there where I go and click it and can actually get that set up and started? Or do I have to ask YouTube? Or from the sound of it too, from the other people, it sounds like YouTube actually comes to y'all or asks y'all, will you do this and us pay you or whatever. It's kind of how it sounds to me. But anyway, I want to do that so bad because I want to have my own little way, my own little income coming in. Okay, change the subject, don't get off on that. Alright, now, what else? That's one story about YouTube. The other story is about, she asked me how I got into my hobby of tape paling, which is like pen paling. Everybody knows about pen paling, okay? You find a pen pal, it's a person that you write letters with back and forth all the time. Y'all are letter writing friends, but you've never met in person until maybe years later after you've wrote a while, because some people do this, you try to get together and meet in person. Tape paling is the same thing, except for you don't write letters. You tape yourself talking on a tape, a cassette tape player, and you send that to them. They listen to it. As they listen to it, they take down notes on a paper, you know, so they can remember questions to ask you or to answer questions you've asked them. Or, you know, just like letter writing. If something they said made you think of something you want to say back to them, write it down so you don't forget. I have a very forgetful mind, so I do have to take notes. Most of them take notes, some of them don't. Anyways, so after they do that, then they record right back over you on that same tape and talking to you, going by their notes, and then they send it back to you. Okay, I get it back. I listen to their tape, take notes, then I tape over it back to them, and I send it back to them, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, that's what tape paling is. When I got into tape paling. I got into tape paling in 2007. We lived in Mississippi. But how I got into tape paling, let me go back. It always begins before that, you know. Kind of like with YouTube, it was before that. Elizabeth was trying to learn how to tie ties and told me about YouTube, and that's what got me going with that. So, before that, and I'm going to say years before that, I don't know exactly when, but I was much younger. My girls were toddlers, babies. I was reading a book. It was an Amish book. And in the book, this Amish family, it was a daddy, a mama, a little boy, and a little girl. And they had a buggy and horse, or horse and cart, whatever it's called, horse and buggy wreck, with an automobile, because they'd come to an intersection where, you know, cars and then horse and buggy, and they had a wreck. It killed her husband and one of the kids. I can't remember if it was the little boy or the little girl. So she was left with one of the kids. Like I said, I don't remember which one of the kids it was. But it made her go blind. So she had to move in the house with her mama and daddy, who were Amish. They had like a bed and breakfast place, I think. Okay, so she moved in with them, and she was blind now. So, from what I remember and understand, they lived far apart when she was, before the wreck. Her husband, kids lived far away from her mom and daddy. And, so she had a friend where they lived, where she lived with her husband. Okay, then they had the wreck. Her husband and one of the kids got killed. She's blind. She had to move in with her mama, far away from her friend. But she wanted to stay in touch with her friend, but she's blind. So she can't write letters and read letters. So her friend suggested that they tape themselves talking to each other on a cassette tape back and forth, and that's how they can tape letters. I think they called it tape letters in there. That's how they could stay in touch. So they did that. And that's the first time I'd heard anything about such a thing as that. But that was just for a blind person. I know, it wasn't really called tape paling. But I fell in love with it, and I thought, now this is neat. This is better than writing letters. I like this. I want to do this. Okay? You know, just comment about it. Alright, I never did really get started doing it. So, years pass. It is 2007. I'm on the computer, because even then I didn't know about YouTube and I wasn't vlogging and all that. But I was on the computer and I had email and I was in groups that would do fun stuff, and I had friends there, and I had a blog, a journal that I was writing in every day and stuff like that. And I wish I could find that journal and somehow or another get it printed out or something. I don't know. Anyway, so thanks, Sherry. Where you at here? And I know this is gonna be a long video, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. My family's gone, and this is the best time to do this. Thanks, Sherry. Where was you at? 2007 on YouTube. Okay, I had decided that I had wanted to try pen paling again. I've done pen paling off and on all through my life. Pen paling, letter writing. So I'd gotten on my computer and I looked up pen pal, you know, websites and stuff. And so I got set up on one, you know, got me an account, if that's what you call it, and so that I could start searching and finding people, and so I could put out there what I wanted in a pen pal, so things would come to me about pen pals. Y'all, I am so sorry. My nose is itching. Anyway, so one day I checked that, and I had a thing in there from this lady, and I'm gonna tell her name. She may watch this because I think she watches some of my videos. Hey, Elise, if you see this. Her name is Elise Johnson, and she lives in Richmond, Virginia. She had put it out there. She had a, like I had a, I guess you call it an ad, a pen pal ad. She had a tape paling ad. She was looking for new tape pals. And when I seen that, I said, tape pals? And it made me think of that book that I read and how that blind lady taped with her friend back and forth. And so I answered that lady and I said, this sounds very interesting. I would like to hear more about it, learn more about it, to see if I could do it. And I think I even told her about the book, which I may have told her about the book actually on my first tape that I taped to her instead of in that little thing. So anyway, she got back to me and she said, she told me a little bit more about it. She said, if you want me to, I'll do the first tape and introduce myself to you. And all you do is when you get it, listen to it, take notes down as you listen to it, and then tape me back and send it back to me. So I said, okay. So she did. She did the first tape, sent it to me, I got it, and I listened to it and took notes, and I loved it. So I taped her back. I think it took me a little bit. Matter of fact, I think she was surprised when she got it because it had been so long. She probably thought I wasn't going to tape her back. Because I just take forever to get to things, my hobbies. I have so many different things. I am so sorry about that, people. But it's just me. It's who I am. But I loved it, so I taped her back, and we started tape paling, and from there I got more tape pals. And so that's how I got into tape paling. And I got a lot of tape pals. And I still do it, but I take forever to get back to them. But Angela, it's fun. You ought to give it a try. Would you like to be a tape pal with me? We can be tape pals and YouTube blogging and crafting pals also, and Facebook messaging pals too. You know, we can do it all. Let me know. I'll do the first tape and send it to you. And then you can take me back and send it to me if you want to. That would be, I would like to do that. If you would be interested, let me know. And you can learn more about tape paling and get started tape paling. And if you like tape paling with me, and if you want more tape pals, I'll ask some of my tape pals if they would be your tape pal, and you can try to start getting more tape pals too. Okay? Cool. There you go. Anybody else out there? Y'all want to be tape pals? I'll be a tape pal with you. Anyway, I don't have them all that I started out with, you know, once I learned it and got into it and started doing it a lot. I've lost some and I've gained some new ones. It's been a while since I've got a new one. And I don't have all the ones I had, so I don't have as many as I did have. But anyway, I love it. So, let me know, Angela, if you would like to tape out. Okay, so that's my 2 stories, and I showed my hair. And I know this is going to be long, but I'm sorry. Oh well. Okay, so now I'm going to go for this time. If anything else more interesting comes up, I'll try to vlog it for today. I won't put this up till later. I am going to finish answering. I've started answering your letter, Angela, and I will get back to it and finish it. But I still got more dishes to do and stuff like that and other things to do. So, I will go for now, okay? Hope y'all enjoyed my stories and my long hair. Excuse me. So, toodaloo until the next clip. Hello, friends. It's very late at night. My family's gone to bed. That's why I'm talking low. This ended up being a very long video. I was going to try to do something else, but I can't. It's too long. So, right now, right here, I'm going to say, I'm done, I'm gone. Toodaloo. Till tomorrow.